Hi, welcome to We Need a Little Christmas. My name is LeeAnn, and I'm so happy you're joining me today. You know, one of the best things about Christmas time is the movies, right? Just ask Hallmark. Well, today I would like to share with you 10 things you may not know about a holiday favorite, Miracle on 34th Street. Number 10, you can still see the original window displays. In the film, there are multiple window displays that can be seen through the front window of the Macy's department store. They were designed specifically for the film, but they stuck around and became staples at the Macy's store. Later, after filming was complete, the displays were sold to FAO Schwarz, and they remained there on Fifth Avenue in New York until Schwarz sold them. Eventually, the displays made their way to Marshall and Isley Bank of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and they can be seen there every December in the lobby of the bank. Number 9, the approval from Macy's and Gimbels. Now, the entire film centers around the idea that Macy's department store hired the real-life Santa Claus. Well, to achieve authenticity with sets and location, the filmmakers wanted to shoot on-site at both Macy's and Gimbels department stores in New York City. But the stores were hesitant at first, not wanting to immediately sign up for a filmmaking project. Before saying yes, both stores wanted to see the finished film. Well, this meant that the filmmakers had to cut and edit the entire film, risking that the stores would say no. But luckily, the stores loved the final project and gave their approval. Number 8, more than just a movie Santa. The opening of the film begins on Thanksgiving Day with Edmund Gwynn's Santa Claus visiting New York on the day of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Since they filmed on location, this meant that the filming occurred during the actual parade in 1946. Edmund Gwynn was made the official Santa Claus of the parade that year, riding in the sleigh at the end of the procession and addressing the crowd from the marquee of the department store. He even assisted in unveiling of the display windows and was the official Santa that year for the store. Number 7, Edmund Gwynn's physical transformation. Edmund is remembered as one of the most accurate on-screen portrayals of Santa Claus ever. For many audiences, there are few other actors who have embodied the spirit of the beloved figure of Christmas quite as well. To achieve the physical look of the character, Gwen committed as much as he could for the role. Do you remember the scene in the movie where Natalie Wood tugs on his beard to see if it's real? Well, it was because he grew it himself. Not only that, the actor gained 30 pounds before filming began to fill himself out. That's commitment. Number 6, the house at the end is real. The finale of the film finds Natalie Wood's character Susan realizing that Kris Kringle fulfilled all her Christmas wishes. The house that she so desperately wanted had been bought for her and her new family, leaving them with a storybook ending. Well, the house in the film was actually real and not an assembled set at all. Located in Port Washington, New York, the house still stands today. If you were to visit, you would find it nearly identical as it looked during the film in 1946, apart from some small cosmetic changes. Number 5, the real Santa? As stated, Edmund Gwynn committed as much as he could to play Santa. He grew out his beard, gained weight, and even played the role for thousands of children during the iconic Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade. All of this work not only pulled the wool over the eyes of the audience members, but the cast as well. According to her biographer, Natalie Wood believed all the way through filming that Edmund was the real Santa. It wasn't until the wrap party that she realized he was just an actor. Number 4, shared stars. One of the funnier moments in the film was when Kris Kringle confronted the parade Santa who got too drunk to perform. This Santa drank a bit more than needed to warm up on a cold November day in New York, serving up a ridiculously madcap performance. This character was played by Percy Helton, who actually played a role in a later iconic Christmas film. Helton can be found hanging out with none other than Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, appearing in Paramount's White Christmas as the train conductor who hounds them for tickets. Number 3, power complications. As we said, the movie had been filmed in the actual Macy's and Gimbels location and not on a set. Since they decided to film here, as opposed to constructing a set, there were many issues the filmmakers faced that could have been avoided. The amount of camera equipment, lighting, and more meant that the studio needed a ton of power that the store itself could not provide. So the cords for the equipment often had to be stretched all the way down to the basement of the store to the additional power supply. Number 2, Edmund Gwynn almost wasn't cast. It's hard to imagine anyone other than Edmond playing the role of Kris Kringle. But as with many leading roles, Gwen was not the first choice for the studio. Lined up originally for the role was the actor Cecil Kellaway. Now, Kellaway actually is a cousin to Gwen, adding a bit of family connection between the two potential Santas. Eventually, Kellaway turned down the role, but he did eventually play Santa in another project, appearing in an episode of Bewitched in 1964. And number 1, freezing cameras. Electrical problems weren't the only issues that the crew ran into while filming the movie. Filming took place during one of the harshest winters on record, with absolutely freezing temperatures. It was so cold, in fact, that the cameras literally froze and were unable to work. Vaughn Melly, a woman who lived nearby, allowed the crew to come to her home to keep warm. Maureen O'Hara, grateful to the woman for her hospitality, took her and her husband out for a fancy dinner as a gift. Well, and here's one little bonus trivia for you. It was released as a summer movie. 20th Century Fox studio head Darryl Zanuck wanted all eyes on Miracle on 34th Street and pushed it onto the big screen for May 2nd of that year, though it didn't get its New York debut until June 4th, when temperatures hit 76 degrees. Zanuck believed that more people went to the movie theaters in summertime when it was hot outside. But who wants to see a Christmas movie in May? No worries, Zanuck and company disguised it as a non-seasonal flick. So how about that? A few things you may not have known about Miracle on 34th Street. And as Kris Kringle says, Christmas isn't just a day, it's a frame of mind. So celebrate it every day. Merry Christmas to you today and every day.